Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation, with an impromptu live. Yes, that's right. We are live and in effect. Just a little impromptu, no announcement. Just here we are, making our way through. Hope everybody is doing good. Let's see what we've got here and see who's joining us. We're just going to respond to some comments here. But before we do that, we need to make sure we have an actual audience here. This is the part of the live stream where I greet you all. That's right. Yes, indeed. Just a little bit of fun here, catching up on some comments, saying hello to individuals that may want to pop in. You never know. Stranger things have happened, like a series on Netflix will pop up from time to time. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's get into it. We have got, let's see over here. Let's make this, do this, click some things, make some things happen. And there we go. We've got two people watching. We've got Randy Matthews is here. Good to see Randy, and Tiki Man is here. Good to see you guys. All right. Thank you for joining us. Now we can begin. The Warped 45 on this video about the golden treasure from 366 years ago, shipwreck. Pretty amazing what is found in the oceans these days and how many things were there. Millions of things apparently were found over the course of 300 years there. So it says it's amazing the gold, silver, glass artifacts survived 365 years in salt water. It makes you wonder, as it's like traveling back in time. Yes, he was always been fascinated by shipwrecks. Me too. Really interesting stuff indeed there, for sure. All right, very good. Let's see here. And very good. Okay, let's see here. And Rusty Trombone says they've blown it. Some abandoned Bitcoin for gold. Well, Rusty Trombone, that's actually quite an appropriate comment for your name, Trombone and blowing it. Thank you, Rusty. Yes, indeed. Thank you, sir. Very, very good. All right, and we have got Richard C. says, sorry, Salivate, I don't think I'll waste my greenbacks on silver, which is manipulated on the London market. Yeah, you should see my video from today, this morning about that. It's a fool's game for us little investors. London pricing only helps the whales in the silver market. You should enlighten your viewers. Yes, well, Richard, check out the video I posted today about the London market. It's pretty alarming news, actually. I think you'll see it there, but yes, indeed. Donald in New Mexico is here. Hello, Donald. Good to see you. We're going to slurp our way through this live stream, whether we like it or not, right? All right, and I think Donald likes it when I slurp. I think this is Donald approved, just as all my push-ups are. Doug Jones, wasn't he a senator for Alabama for a minute? Or 60 seconds, whatever one comes closer. He says, I have to admit I'm guilty of cashing out not only Bitcoin, but other cryptos as well, and using the cash to buy gold. Well, I'm guilty too. I did it as well. We have a call from Poland. From Poland. Let's see. This can't be a scammer. It's from Poland. Hello? Auto dial.
Hi, this is Alex from Bank of America calling about your existing credit card. Bank of America offering 0% interest.
All right. So it says,
Thank you so much for responding account services. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fine. Thank you so much for asking, sir.
You're welcome.
I believe that thank you so much, sir. I believe that you're responding to get a 0% interest rate on your account.
That's correct. I am. Yes, I'd like to get a lower interest rate.
I want to confirm. Do you have your card on you, the physical card?
Which card do you want? I don't have it on me. I have to go get it. What card do you want me to get?
Which one you have a major balance on?
That's going to be my MasterCard. It's going to be, let me go get the card.
So can you please have a look for your MasterCard?
Yes, hold on.
Take your time.
It's around here. It's in this, hold on. It's in here somewhere, sir. Yeah, hold on. I'm almost.
I want to confirm.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, just a sec. I'm still getting it here. Just a second. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Almost got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, got the card, sir. I've got the card.
When does the card get expired?
The month and the year? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
It expires in January of 2024.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to confirm, is that your MasterCard? And to which bank you have this MasterCard?
Bank of America, sir. Bank of America.
The card number is starting with 5, right?
Yes, the card number. Yes, sir. The
5?
card number starts with 5. How did you know?
We have the scan number. I want to confirm. Can you verify me over this recorded line?
On this recorded line, yes, I can confirm to you the card number. It is 5417 22 Marticho Chutia Lane, Benchod Gandu Gandmara.
Chutia Benchod. Fuck off, Gandu.
You're a Gandu Gandmara
I
Chutia.
know.
Are you the Benchod?
You are the Benchod. You are Mother Chod.
Are you the Benchod? Are you the Gandmara Chutia? Benchod?
Mother Chod. You are Chutia Badwe.
Badwe. Marke Lode Chutia Benchod Chutia. Do you understand that?
Now, fucking Americans, now.
That means we don't give in to scammers, right? Is that what us Americans do? We fight back against the scammers and waste your time, right? You Martachod, Benchod. How do you like that? Chutia.
Suck my dick. How did you learn this Dali? How did you learn this abusive language?
I learned it from your mommy. Your mommy taught me. When your mommy told me, and then I hired your sister to wash my car. I hired your sister to Chutia, and I sold her a Silver Eagle for $24.37. I sold her a Silver Eagle for $24.37. I wanted to make sure he understood that I sold a Silver Eagle to his sister for $24.37. You're going to want to remember that, folks. You're going to want to remember Silver Eagle for $24.37. For a video coming later, you heard it first here on this very live stream. All right. All right. I like that, Donald. Yes, indeed. Keep his mother out of my yard, and I'll keep your yard out of his mother. My yardstick. Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Mike. We have a little fun from time to time here. So thank you, Doug Jones. Thought it would be more practical to have something visual and in hand. I'm with you that. That's what she said. All right. Yes, indeed. Very good. And let us march on through to the next comment here. We've got Randall Paffer. It makes me wonder how many other commodities are also fiat, artificial economic status. Ooh, man. Well, there's a lot of derivatives in a lot of the other things, but and other commodities for sure, which is those derivatives essentially are supposedly backed by, but when you have so many, it's a very loose connection. I'll put it to you that way. All right. Thank you, Lily the dog. Good to see you. Native Stackers here. You guys are great. All right. Yes, stay tuned. Remember, $24.37. Yes, indeed. And it may take a week for you to find out exactly what that means, but everybody watching this live stream will know exactly to which I refer when the time comes. John Inks says, who better to fix the problem than the people that caused it? I can't buy metals fast enough. That's right. Exactly. And by fixing it, they're going to make it even worse, looks like. Richard Metcalf says, another fool's move. It won't reduce inflation. I see it as a violation of the Fourth Amendment with 87 new IRS agents. And by the way, they're taking applications for those IRS agents who are willing to enforce, use force to enforce, is what they are looking for, from what I understand. IRS agents that stick their nose in every transaction over $600 and have the nerve to say it's to go after a handful of billionaires stands against the very foundation of our country. Flat tax is the only way to eliminate and reduce the IRS. That's right. I think most everybody, in fact, I actually talked to a Democratic congressional candidate a couple of weeks ago about the flat tax idea. I think that's something that Democrats and Republicans can get behind because it does remove all special interest. And I think that's something that should be revisited. It's insane. It actually would increase revenue into the treasuries. Nobody would be able to escape And there was a flat or a national sales tax, a consumption tax as well. The Sarge is here. Hello, good to see you. Scott S. is here. And always good to see Native Stacker. Steve C. says, treasure. Love stories like this. Interesting. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. We had fun. Expansion of the IRS, sad indeed. It sure is. Department of Numismatics. Yes, indeed. And Rocky Superstar says, good morning, Sal. If the BRICS put a gold-backed world currency, we will see inflation like we've never seen. That's true, if that were to happen. But I kind of don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they can constrain themselves either, but that's just me. Let's see here. Hello to everybody that's here. Welcome to THS. Welcome, THS. Whoop, whoop. Welcome, my friend. And good to see our Korean friend as well has joined us. Welcome. Waving to us all. The Sarge says, it's kind of flaky, isn't it? Got a shipment coming in today. Yay. Got to look out for myself and my troops. Keep on stacking. Thank you, sir. There you go. That's right. When you have precious metals, you do protect yourself and your family from what could come. Hopefully it won't come, but we will see here. Hello from Greece. Good to see you, sir. Your name escapes me what that translation is in English. You'll have to remind me again, but thank you so much. Yeah. That's right, Mike Ramble. Is that coming into effect now? For all new construction in California, you have to have solar panels above a certain square footage. All right. And where are we at? Let's get to the next comment, shall we? Let's see what people are saying here. Here we go. Any moment now. Get the mouse to catch up with me. Steve C. Government has lost its mind. The ruling power sent armed men to the leader of the opposing party's home and raided it. Sounds like a commie state. Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see how that plays out. It is not looking good, for sure. Tom Venison, a troy pound is 12 troy ounces, so 12.6 is more than a pound of gold, Sal. Yes, that's right. Very true. Very true. Thank you, Tom Venison. Vincent, rather, sorry. All right. Preemptive fake, thank you so much. And Liquid Electrum says, love the shipwreck gold, Sal. My favorite kind of gold. Yes. Good stuff. Man, can you imagine having some gold from 1656 in your collection? We've got Native Stacker is here. Press 1 for Terry. Where is Terry? It's terrible that she's not here. Sean Corliss says, the real reason so the rich in Zimbabwe don't keep losing out with inflation. 99% are that poor, they will never see one. Now, those make you wonder. That's right. Probably so here. And Blitzkrieg. With the Inflation Reduction Act, somehow I'm thinking they're going to use those 87,000 IRS agents to help roll out a digital currency debit card to every American when America gets plunged into war with China and or Russia. 87,000 IRS agents is the equivalent of 5 U.S. Army divisions. And I think the whole Marine Corps, they'll be in all 50 states. Chinese manufacturers for American stores, Walmart, Target, etc. If a war were to happen with China, America will get no manufactured goods, and once the big box stores, distribution warehouses run dry, we'll see unemployment skyrocket to 60% or greater. Then, when those 87,000 IRS agents come into play as a solution, crisis reaction solution. Interesting. That's an interesting theory, Blitzkrieg. It'll be wild to see. I could see how that could play out. All right. Good to see Silas Marner is here. Silver Scientist is here. Welcome. Glad you all are with us tonight here. A little bit of a surprise live stream. Unannounced. Just came on. Wanted to catch up on some comments and say hello to everybody. We will be back on tomorrow night as well. Just FYI. FYI stands for your information, just as an FYI. Mike says, it is funded by a corporate tax increase, which will increase prices, which will increase inflation. I think everybody knows this is just a bill to get the green energy stuff passed. It reduces the deficit by $300 billion, which is a small fraction from the $2 trillion that they overspent this year. It gives tax credits for solar panels and electric cars, and it does nothing to reduce the price of bread or rent. That's right. Very targeted. It has nothing about and nothing to do with inflation. All right. Blitzkrieg also says here in about a month or so, we need to check out the IRS's website to see what kind of people they're looking for, and they're hiring their spree to reach 87,000. I think some of that information has already been released, from what I understand, and looking for people with law enforcement experience, I guess. What will be their roles in such large expansion of government? Is it a ploy to hire broke college kids who cannot find a job in 2022 America? Yeah, I guess it could be. Adding 87,000 new jobs. Don't threaten us with tomorrow night. That's right. We like surprises. There you go. Yes, indeed. 15% inflation in Greece and at least 20% near Christmas. Yeah, everybody's suffering under this. It's insane. Inflation's bad. And because we're all doing the same thing, printing more money. All these, there's nothing constraining the central bankers anymore. Hello, Tom Duke. Good to see you. Abraham says they always like to sneak tons of provisions on bills. This Inflation Reduction Act is basically the new Green Deal. That's right. And a name that definitely does not match the content of the bill, that's for sure. That's being nice about it. No one wants to pay taxes, but they expect a strong U.S. military, police officers in every corner, no potholes in the roads, and mail in a timely manner. Well, that's right, Manuel. I have no problem paying taxes for constitutionally mandated services and some very limited extra constitutionally mandated services and fees. No problem with it. But I think the problem is the government wasted. The federal government, because they have no constraints on the money supply. States, any social experimentation in the states lives or dies very quickly unless they have federal funding to back it, which more and more of them are getting these days. So essentially, all these experimentations and all these things that they do outside of the things you mentioned there, I don't agree with, and I think we ought to go back. Like, for instance, we don't really need a Department of Education. In fact, it's done more harm than good. We need to abolish the Department of Ed, for sure. Let's see here. Quintavious Bonaducci, you've taken a liking to the Balancing Act, I see. Yes, indeed, that's right. Second video I did that. Thank you, sir. Like to balance, because, we can only dream that we can balance our budget on the back of gold and silver, right? Very good. All right. He saw the last video, too. Thank you, Quintavious. And Bruce Eddington here says, I have a few MS70 graded PCGS with milk spots. Makes me feel very sad every time I think of or see these coins, because I was sold what I believe was a beautiful, perfect MS70 coin, as no problem was mentioned in the ad that I bought it through. I paid a very high premium for a milk-spotted MS70 2007 Maple Leaf and SP68 2004 Maple Leaf. I can do nothing about the milk spots, as both coins are slab and graded by PCGS, and I've lost so much money in these two coins. Is there anything I can do to get rid of the milk spots and graded coins? There's really no way to get rid of milk spots, period. What I did is I broke one out of a slab and melted the silver down. That's the only way to get rid of the milk spots. And but yes, indeed, Bruce, good comment. I'm sorry about your experience. This is yet another reason why I don't like modern coin grading especially, for that very reason, because sometimes these milk spots can develop after the coins have been graded. I've seen it happen time and time again. All right, that's exactly right, Matt Bittner. It does turn to poopy. Thank you, Soul Patch Jackson, for caressing the like button. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. Oh, yeah. Jeffrey Jackson says, cheers, Sal. Thank you, Jeffrey Jackson. He watched this video from yesterday. Thank you, brother. Gray Man. I'm stacking like a madman. There you go. Stack it up. Well, Gray Man, I think Gray Man is a silver man. I think he's here with us. Is Gray Man still with us? Because I have a special message for Gray Man if he still is here. Thank you, Mike Rumbolt. I thank you so much, sir. All right. Good evening to Sterling Cannabis. Welcome, sir. Hope you're doing well, my friend. And I'm gnawing on some dark chocolate. Explore, says Joshua Rhodes. Yes, indeed. We shall explore. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the algorithm food with Explore there. Does help the channel for sure. And Richard Metcalf says, stories like this inspired the imagination. Yes, indeed. Love these. And these videos typically don't do very well. But there's a select few that do like them, and I do them for them. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Soul Patch, good to see you, my friend. And let's see what Caroline Quinn has to say here. Let's see. Inflation is almost always 3 to 4 times higher at the low end for many of the BS government-backed corporate liars. They never include housing, vehicles, gasoline, fuel of any type, goods, food, etc. Well, actually, I think they do, but it's averaged in with the other stuff, which brings them way down. Because really, but I don't know exactly the breakdown, but I do think they do include those in on some of the metrics there. The rich don't care about inflation because they've been robbing the world's people their entire lives. What a joke the government is, and the inflation rate they proclaim established proves their incompetence and their disingenuous nature. Well, I look at it this way, and good comment, I appreciate it, is this, that, you know, for every person, inflation is going to be, it's going to be different for each individual. Like, for instance, if you drive for a living and you have to pay for your own gas to drive a vehicle, or you drive very far to work every day, it's going to hit you much harder than it would be for somebody working from home, or somebody who may have their meals provided for them, or maybe only eats certain foods, or what have you. But anyways, but I digress. All right, Gray Man is here. Gray Man is here. Yes, so I think, let me get this confirmation. Gray Man, you're a silver guy, right? You're a big fan of silver? I guess that's a stupid question. Most everybody here is. But I might have some videos coming up for you. I'm working on some of them now that I think you might like or might find interesting at the very least. Yes, indeed, if that is you. All right, now Argenta says Biden has been selling 1 million barrels of cheap oil every day from the strategic reserves, which has lowered the price and the inflation numbers, but at some point the government will become buyers again. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Very good. Good to see BC. Good to see Super Heart Org Foundation. Say hello to my son, Irish. His first YouTube video outside of Coco Melon. All right, thank you. Hello to Irish. Welcome. Glad you're here. To Super Hard Son. Yes, indeed. All right. The Blind Silver Stacker. Awesome video. Thank you for sharing. Brother, good to know that Brandon has handled everything as well. That's right. Yes, inflation 8.5%. Yes, indeed. And Cybercurrent Twitcher says 87 views and already 3 of those were porn spammers. I put them in the naughty corner for you. Thank you, CCT. You are the man. I appreciate you doing that. Good moderators. All right, Scott S., I'm fairly new here, but I think you're a stand-up guy. Well, actually, Scott S., that's incorrect. I'm sitting down right now, but I'm going to stand up right now so that I can live up to that name. Hold on. All right, now I'm standing up. He says, I'm researching a couple of coin folks on YouTube who are ripping off their subs for thousands of dollars. Oh, man, all right. I've talked to a lot of honest people, and everyone said that you're a good and honest guy. Just want to send some kudos. Well, thank you, Scott. I appreciate that, my friend. You know, it's very kind. I think there's probably different levels of what you're talking about there. And, you know, there's a lot of different types on YouTube. And I think one of the biggest probably scams that are out there you got to watch out for is these network marketing precious metal companies. There is 1 or 2 or 3 of them out there. and they're kind of down in the shadows now, but they were fairly infiltrating into the precious metals community for a while, but they've since kind of pulled back, but you got to watch out for that stuff. But anyways, but thank you so much, Scott S. That's very high praise, and I am honored and humbled. I hope I don't ever disappoint you, but people have accused me of some things too in the past, and you know, you just got to stand on your convictions. I try to explain certain things and what actions and what happened on the channel. Like for instance, I have some people say, well, hey, you've got a silver round and it's a way more than spot. Well, there's reasons for that. Some people say, well, that's a scam, you know, because it's higher than spot price, you know. So depending on people's definition of what is. But anyways, but thank you so much. All right, Strongman is here. Good to see you. Womble Stacker, gold and silver are too much manipulated for me, says Womble. All right, thank you, Womble. My Steam says, thanks for the advice, Sal. Still stacking here down under. Our reserve bank is just as reckless as your Fed. Yes, indeed, I hear you. And all we can do is protect ourselves by having gold and silver in our possession. Mrs. Coin Crew, thanks for the update, Uncle Sal. Thank you, Mrs. Coin Crew. Appreciate you watching. You are awesome. Yes, indeed. Gold Shed Gold is up a nickel on the day. That's right. Up a nickel on the day for gold at that point. All right. Chris says you only lose if you sell it for less than what you buy it for. If you buy it at spot and it drops. Well, it just depends. You know, adjusted for inflation. If you bought a silver coin for $15 in 2015 and you were to sell it for $16 today, you'd be losing money. See what I'm saying? Because of inflation. And let's see here. 50 cents next day, and you will have not lost anything if you don't sell it. People need to learn silver and gold is not a get rich quick overnight. Silver and gold is still the best way to save your money for later. That's right. Let's see here. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. All right, Scott S. Very good. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Let's see here. And let's see here. Let's march on through. Department of Numismatics says, I will make a prediction you can bank on. I predict my dinner of Argentinian chimichurri shredded beef with platinum mash and roasted broccoli shall be yummy in my tummy. That's right. Wait for it. Delicious indeed. That does sound delicious. Wow, I've never had that stuff before. Shredded beef with plantain mash and roasted broccoli. That does sound actually pretty good. Now I'm hungry, and I just ate supper, and I'm still hungry. There you go. Yes, indeed. Make the Salivation Nation great again. That's right, Blue. Very, very good. Okay. Where are we at? Looks like the Fed rates hikes is working as all commodities are in the toilet. So much for metals. Yep, and it can be frustrating to see the metals go down for a certain period of time, but stay tuned. I think we're going to see them pop out. And by pop out, I'm not saying go to the moon. But I think they're going to, let's move north to some degree. Very good. All right. Let's see what Lily Robin has to say here. YouTube, all right, Super Heart. YouTube's algo or possibly the NSA is blocking you. Only 40 watching now. Something is wrong. If you have 50K subscribers and you should be getting 1K to 5K on the live stream. Yeah, I know it's been frustrating, and sadly, the thing is that the 50,000 subscribers that I've got, or 52, this is why you never see me mention that I have 52,000 subscribers. Why? Because most of those people don't watch anymore. I've been around a long time, and the audience has completely shifted. There's only a few old-timers that are here. In reality, my channel is pretty small. And so this is probably fairly accurate. I'm trying my best to grow it. I'm putting content out there. I'm trying to do as best I can. I do work hard at it. But for some reason, some of it may be that my personality doesn't appeal to some. Some people don't like my voice. Some people don't like it when I say, let's explore. But, so there's some things that are probably my fault. in my delivery of the videos and content, but there's other things that I'm just not catching on as much as some other channels that are much smaller than mine. There's some channels that I have a fifth of the subscribers that I have and get twice the number of views. It's crazy. So, but yes, but thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you, Superheart. I appreciate you so much. All right. So, Lily Robbins says the following here. It says, can you do a video on taxes on precious metals? When I Google taxes and precious metals, I read there's a tax on them when I buy and sell them. Actually, I have talked about it multiple times. If you just search my channel for taxes or tax, let's do it. Let's see what pops up. I always tell people, can you do a video on this? This is another example where I put videos. A lot of people don't see it. And some of it could be from the algorithm too, not catching on. But, you know, who knows? Just new channel, new viewers coming by that haven't been around long enough or just have missed the video. So if we do tax over here, why sales tax elimination on gold and silver is so important. Now, there's one done here. And sales tax elimination. And so if we do taxes, we might get something else, but I've got a lot of content that talks about taxes on the channel. Yes, indeed. Another state abolishes taxes on silver and gold. So yes, indeed. Tax. It's pretty taxing, but regardless, but there you go. So Lily, hope that will answer your question, because I do address every one of those things in some of these videos. I do a little digging around, but if not, I may do another video on it. Good to see Kendall Kid. Good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. All right. You are awesome. All right. I will help you right now. Channel raid coming. Thank you, Superheart. Yes, indeed. Superheart's got our channel raid coming. I need all that. I could use the help. Let's see here. All right. Well, thank you, Superheart. Yeah, if you know if anybody wants to subscribe, I would appreciate it. I'm looking for new viewers, trying to grow the channel. Yes, indeed. Yes. Oh, yeah, Jim Comiskey. I remember Jim Comiskey. What did he call the banksters? The chefs at the book club or something like that? Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you, Superheart. You're awesome, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Cherokee Cowboy says, well, I went ahead and purchased a kilo bar for my new jewelry business. Oh, wow. And a few Krugerrands and Britannias from my collection today, not knowing what the price will be later this month. If it goes down, some we're going to buy a 100-ounce bar for stacking. Mom's itching now. I love it. Thanks for the info. Keep on stacking one. Cherokee, that's awesome. And congratulations, sir, on your new jewelry business. I always love to hear about people starting a business or in business for themselves. I'm just so admire that. It's amazing. There's so much risk involved going out there. But yes, indeed. Thank you so much. And you guys are wonderful. And hey, and I tell you what, speaking of which, you know, you guys are awesome. And I thank you so much for being here. And like, thank you, Scott S. And thank you, Mrs. Coin Crew. And yes, and you guys check out Mrs. Coin Crew's channel as well as Coin Crew's channel. She's on both of those channels. You can get a double shot of the squirrel. You can do it over there. Yes, indeed. And if we pay Sterling Cannabis some gold, kilos preferably, he might watch the videos. He can be paid. And there is BSO. Yes, indeed, BSO is here. And BSO is an old-timer. He's been in the community a long time ago. He was back in the early days. Oh, yeah. And I still remember what BSO means. That's right, Big Silver One. Oh, yeah. He's the man. All right, he's somebody that actually loves silver jewelry too. Has made his own silver jewelry, if I'm not mistaken, and good stuff over there with Big Silver One. He also knows how to hustle, make money, and do the thing. Good morning to Aussie Alchemist. Welcome from Australia. Good to see you. Wasatch Wizard says, wait, it only fell because of falling gas prices? Isn't Brandon still selling the oil reserves? Yeah, and I don't know exactly to what extent and what degree that's still happening. Yeah, but yes, very well could be. All right, very good. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Coin Crew. I appreciate it so much. Very kind. Yes, indeed. Silver Lion says, hey, first, you didn't leave a thumbs up. Oh, man. That's right, Silver Lion. Whoever was first on this live stream did not leave a thumbs up. Thank you. This is the Canadian officials' crackdown on Chinese fake coins. Counterfeiting sanctioned by China. That's right. They could crack down on it if they wanted to, but they don't want to. That's for sure. All right. There you go. BS omitted. I like that. I like that, BSO. Another way to do it. Website had a 1 kilo gold coin for sale, sold out. Maybe Sal bought it. No, man. I'd love to get a kilo gold coin. I actually did hold one in my hand. Did a video on it, which showed some pictures. I didn't actually do a video. I took pictures and posted a video of those pictures. But anyways, all right. A silver and gold stack attack. Well, someone had to have the balls to do it. That's right. Exactly. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police did it. Yes, indeed. William Davis says, been coin roll hunting for one of these fakes for a year. Want one for my collection? All right. Yeah. Well, you can find them, I think, on eBay. I think they're sold there. I don't know. But anyways. I did just that for Ozzy Alchemist very slowly. Yes, indeed. Gold and Silver Stacker. I've not read his comment yet, but we'll get to it, hopefully, if it's up here. Stay tuned. We're going to go through these pretty fast. Thank you for being here, by the way. Rocky is here. Good to see Rocky. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, I'd love to do that with Hustling again. Pour some more silver. That was a fun time. JM Unleashed, the owner of my LCS, showed me a few of these a few months ago. The Queen's nose looks way off. On the fakes, too. Freaking scammers. Yes, indeed. They're not very good. They are not. Good to see Silver Wolverine is here. Welcome, sir. Wes Welk says, Bix is saying we have huge reserves of gold in the Grand Canyon, and the money commodity combo of silver makes it the best possible thing to collect. Well, there's no evidence that that's silly talk. There's no gold in the Grand Canyon. Of course, he can say that all he wants because it's protected land. So, anyways. South Texas Prepper, about bloody time. Only wish our federal law enforcement would do this type of enforcement instead of doing political raids. I agree completely on that. Yes, sir. All right. And we've got Sick Sam says, I spoke to San Diego Treasury Office here. Agent said, yes, counterfeit coins are illegal to make, sell, and attempt to sell, but nothing he could do, and didn't even want to know the website it came from. Wow. Yep, VXE sells fake coins indeed. That's right, they sure do. And I actually did a video on them. You're right. All right. Okay. JM Unleashed. By the way, JM Unleashed posted a great video today on silver in Ontario. Check out his live stream he did earlier today. All right. So here is my silver stack, silver tower, over 600 ounces of silver in bars. JM says, beautiful. A lot of time has passed since this video. I'm sure you could build a castle with the bars you have now. Well, I did an update video to this, and it was 1,200 ounces. So yes, there was an update video done after this. Thank you, JM Unleashed. Chris P says, this plays into the CBDC agenda. They will use examples like this to claim we need a digital currency to prevent counterfeits. They already attacked physical cash as being dirty during the CBD scam. Yeah, it sure does. You're right. A very good point, actually. Department of Numismatics. Tainted gold in your phone. So this is what we do. We have a little game we play at the end of these live streams. And the video that won that was this video here, Tainted Gold in Your Phone. Department of Numismatics says, in accordance with instructions posted on the Celibate Metal live stream, this video has been watched completely. The thumbs up button depressed, and this comment posted accordingly. So I have a dirty phone, naughty iPhone indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Yes, tainted phone. Tainted phone. I've got me a tainted phone. And it's something that I got to have it. Dial for you. Gold for me. Does that sound just like the original? Tell me yes or no. No, I'm sure it does. You probably don't even know what song I'm trying to sing there. All right. And this is the AppMex questions video that he asked here. If you could ask AppMex 2 questions, if I broadcast 1 kilohertz, 50% duty cycle amplitude modulated signal amplified to field strength of 200 volts per meter onto a bullion packaged by your TEP, will the bullion be susceptible to the transmitted field, or will the TEP properly shield the bullion from the interference? Note that the field will be transmitted from a distance of 1 meter. With respect to the electrical properties of the TEP, does the material in the TEP cause insertion loss? Electromagnetic interference? Questions indeed. I like it. I like it. That's great. Department of Numismatics. Very clever. Thank you. Secret Stackers got it. Soft Cell, Tainted Love. All right, thank you. So I'm not that bad of a singer, am I guess? I guess I'm not terribly bad. All right, thank you, Secret Stacker. You saved my day. All right. Yes, I've heard that too, that cell phones are as dirty as a public toilet. Insane in the membrane. Napalm Death is here. Read your last. Okay, Australia stopped its cash ban. Just breaking news, cash ban passed in Israel. Any cash transaction over 1760 is now illegal and will be prosecuted. I didn't know there was a cash ban in Australia. That is amazing. And now it's enforced in Israel. That's crazy. Wow. Mr. Borat, wow. But coins are made at the Royal Canadian Mint are just as worthless steel core with a nickel or bronze plating. Fake fiat. Yep. Well, it's just crazy. Gregorian Chance. I probably would be for the Gregorian Chance. Hello, Tobacco Row. Good to see you. Liam Fox says the following. You can see these are being passed off as 2006. This is because starting in 2010's new anti-counterfeit tech was added, which includes the edge text engraving and microlaser maple leaf engraving. The new tunies and tunies are quite difficult to forge, right? Okay, very good. Good point, Liam. You're right. And we have the great and the one and the only Sammy Farr says, I always appreciate your reports. Thanks, Al. Well, thank you, Sammy Farr. I'm honored to have you as a viewer. I appreciate you so much. Sammy Farr for stopping by. You're awesome. Very good. Jesse Cochran says, like everything the government legislates against the bill will do the exact opposite of its title. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Freedom Prospector. The Argenta Moneta squeeze is real. Get it while you can. I don't know what that is, but let's see here. We've got Jennifer Musgrove says, just got done watching Arcadia Economics on YouTube. It was nice to see JP Morgan traders found guilty of spoofing. Yeah, I just did a video about that. So now that's out, do you think they will ever put the silver and gold market back to where it belongs in the right place instead of the spoofing prices? Well, Jennifer, the thing is that supposedly ended in 2016. So all the price activity has happened since then should have been corrected by now, I would suspect. So my guess is probably not, if you believe in it. History Tracker says, hope the U.S. does something about it soon, but I'll just keep paying taxes and holding my breath. Yes, indeed. It's all we can do. All we can do. Thank you, History Trackers. Golden Banjo chimes in here, and this is what he's got to say. We can all agree that there is not a silver shortage, though, right? I mean, let's get serious. We can all listen to those that say there is a silver shortage and how silver will go to the moon, or we can look at reality and know that we could fill a 100,000-ounce order and have it here in less than 5 days. That's true. You still can. And I pretty much mentioned that in the video, too, by the way. Yep. All right. That's a good point, Napalm Death. If the Gregorians are reckless, it would be Gregorian chance. Exactly right. They probably believe in evolution, too, likely. Okay. And since 1992, says WA1 Marketing, when the Manhattan Project was terminated as part of the end of the Cold War and START treaties, the town that housed the U.S. Collotron, the enriched uranium for nuclear weapons, was closed. They disassembled the facility, releasing 2.5 billion ounces of silver into the market over the next 10 years. That was largely the reason that silver went from $50 in 1980 to $4 in 2002. Wow, now I did not realize that. Crazy. Stockpile has now been used up in computers, smartphones, laptops, etc. Demand for physical has been rising steadily to circa 900 million ounces annually. Those who hold it will be like the Halton Weavers during the early part of the Industrial Revolution. They will be the new rich. All right. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I have to look into that. Silver Patriot says, very interesting. We will see what this leads to. Thanks for sharing. Well, thank you. Silver Patriot FGNS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Silver Heist is here. Yes, indeed. Good to see Silver Heist. Raymond, nice reverb on the Let's Explore. Thank you, Raymond. You're one of the few that noticed that. You might be the only one that noticed that. Richard C. Silver is manipulated by the London market and will not buy anymore. All right. And thank you, Richard C. Deborah Elliott says, gold was scrapped to London City to meter and enslave humanity. I'm not sure I get what that means. Gold was scrapped to London City to meter. Oh, to meter and enslave humanity. Okay. All right. Pat Riley, this is good. Buy as it climbs and sells when it peaks. Buy a new house to begin again. All right. Yes, timing that would be a different story. We shall see. All right. Hello, Sailor Stacking is here. Welcome. Good to see you. You guys have been nice to me. I've not had to do a single push-up tonight. This is pretty amazing. So Pat Riley also says, so many people have tried to get me into Bitcoin, which is empty air. But I remember literally saving my food and roof because I had silver. Now I'm about to do this again in a huge way. All right. Yes, indeed. He's preparing to make some purchases like Lumix did today. He bought some silver dimes lately. Good job. All right. Louis Silver, SLV, was under distribution in July, like 200 million shares, plus recession reduces demand. Be careful. Yes, indeed. Is that why it's not on the markets there? Or and what about well, I guess we don't see the numbers going back to 2007, 2008, but there was a recession in 2020. I guess the stock piles were a little down then too. So it's actually a pretty good point. Thank you. Let's Explore does work on the ladies. It sure does. That's why we have the Sal's gals. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see what this comment is. Oh, we got a scammer. Hello? Hello? Drop call. Boris, I've been silver squeezing since February of last year. Not only have I not stopped, but I added gold to my bank. Again, I'd sold my stack years ago. Had to start from scratch. I'm almost at the level I was before, except for platinum. I didn't make the roster this time around. I'm so politically motivated. Russia holds the biggest reserves, and South Africa second. None of our friends, Canada, at distant third. is paralyzed by inaction, but I still particularly like the limited U.S. mint coins. There you go, Boris. Yes, indeed. Very good. Good stuff. Well, I'm glad you're back to your levels that you were before, Boris. That's great news. Department of Numismatics says, wow, those big bars would make for a great paperweight. And yes, I have so much paperwork each week. I thought I would be a paperless society long by now. Save the trees, indeed. That's right, exactly. Still a lot of paperwork happening. That's for sure. I still deal with papers at my job too, so I hear you. JM Unleashed says, I've not heard of any mining company saying it's getting easier to find high-grade silver deposits, so mining supply is under pressure, in my opinion. I agree. I think it is too. MDH says, I found this video interesting and insightful. Thank you. Well, thank you, MDH. I appreciate it, my friend. Very kind of you. Explorer from Joshua Rhodes. Thank you, Joshua. We've got Sean Corliss says here. Let me get this over here so we can get everything in action here. Silver will be the first metal to be extinct. World is running out. Unlike gold, where 99% of that is mined is still here. In 1900, there were 30 billion ounces. Now it's less than 25%. China alone needs 500 million ounces for their next generation of solar panels, medical equipment, aerospace, weapons, etc. Silver is deadly to viruses. Keep stacking, but be warned, if you stack, you will be on a list for future confiscation. Well, Sean, that's just it. Silver is consumed, but that consumption does not mean that it cannot be recycled. In fact, that it is being recycled even to this day. It's just not economically viable to mass recycle it like it is for gold. But make no mistake, we're not running out of silver. Will not anytime soon. They will mine more of it, and it will be recycled. That's for sure. All right. Joker's Wild says, thanks, Sal, for another great video. Love him. Keep them coming. Very informative. Thank you, Joker's Wild. I'll do my best. Try my best. All right. And Chad Lichtenstein says, big wigs trying to load up physical quietly. Yes, indeed. Maybe so. Or it may be because demand is lower and it's reflecting in those reserves. That could be, and that's what Louis Silver said. Okay. Silverholic, we are talking about 10% of their holding. Nothing dramatic, in my opinion. All right, yes. Well, I don't know. To me, that's still a little alarming because we've not seen this since 2016. In 2016, there wasn't a recession, from what I understand. So I don't know. But anyways, Taiwan is called something else before breakaway from China. Do you think Biden will do anything other than sanctions? Was called something else before breakaway from China. Formosa. I think it was Formosa, if I'm not mistaken. And Gold Chick says, yep. All right, there we go. I got it directly from Gold Chick, Vibafel. Silver's going extinct, says going A to Z. That's right. He's laughing. He's laughing. The Josh Man says, well, it looks like your bear call from the other day is validating. Technically, silver's not following through and sticking over the 50-day moving average. Bearish it is. I was finally right about silver. Thank you, the Josh Man. I haven't even looked to see if I was right or not. Thanks, Josh Man. I think he is the one that mentioned that I was dangerously close to making a call because of the 50-day moving average. Was thinking was going the other way. All right, very good. All right, Liam Fox, I saw your comment about responding to my comment on the Toonie security features. Interesting to hear your thoughts on security features on government minted coinage. Liam, yes, I may actually do a video on that, but I'm going to probably do it within the realms of precious metals as soon as I get an order in sometime. But it is good. Not only is the Toonie and the Loonie have these security features on circulating coinage, but also the Royal Mint has them in their new pound coins as well. Thank you, Liam Fox, and great observation about the 2006 being the one that was a copy there. Thank you, Liam. Great comment. And Jeffrey Harden says, yes, it was Formosa. Good. All right. I got that right, too. Amazing. Very good. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's see here. Donald in New Mexico. The sky is falling. London Bridge is falling down. Falling down alert. London Bridge is falling down. Falling down, my fair lady. Yeah. All right. Call the Don. And so they can scam you. That's right. Secret Stacker. New Mexico, you can buy bullion. Or in Minnesota, you can buy bullion with cash and no tax or paperwork. No tracking there. That's right. Exactly. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Let's march on through to the next comment. We've got Treasure Charger. Supply versus demand has junk. Constitutional silver at $2 over spot. Kind of tells me there's some supply out there, but at a premium. That's right. There is a supply at a premium. JW, is this the established as a leading indicator of price? I don't know. I don't think I would bet on it, actually, that would be the case. You know what, guys? We've not, what we usually do on this channel, for every dollar donated via Super Chat, I usually do 1 push-up, and for every dollar donated via PayPal, I do 2 push-ups. But I might go ahead and just do some push-ups anyway, because I'm going to get some blood flowing here. I'm going to do a quick 5 quick. Yes, indeed. I'm going to do a quick 5. Put this weight back here, so I might need that later. Let's do 5 push-ups. Oh, shoot. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm kind of glad you guys aren't putting the pressure on for the push-ups, because I didn't enjoy doing those. It was crazy. Oh, man. Tobacco Row. Oh, my goodness gracious. First super chat of the night from Tobacco Row. Thank you, sir. He has quit cleaning coins. Now I practice coin preservation. Same tool, Sal, just new innocence based on a new name. All right, there you go. Yes, I like it. It's all about the language you use. That's right, Tobacco Row. Thank you. And now I can give you 5 legitimate push-ups. Yes, indeed, 5 legitimate push-ups. This is how we do it. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's do 5 push-ups. Here we go for Tobacco Row. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Got the blood flowing a little bit more there. That's how we like it. Okay. Good to see Gold Maple is here. JVF, feed up here about life, but enjoying every moment. Fed up. Okay, I'm sorry. I think you meant to say fed up here about life. Well, hang in there, JVF. I'm sorry, my friend. And I appreciate you being here. And thank you, sir. Life can get tough sometimes. They're just hanging there. We're rooting for you. Hope things get better for you. Pandora's Box says there will be no new supply coming in. Mines have been in a deficit for years, and there's been more and more reports of big money starting to take delivery. Silver squeeze is brewing. We shall see. Like I said, there's a lot of silver mined as a byproduct of other metals. Look at the Silver Institute's numbers. I think you will see that, yes, there's a greater demand than supply, but there's a lot of supply coming out. And some of that demand I think we may see fall this year in this recessionary period as we get deeper in it. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see here. ASMR coffee drinking. Yeah, let's do a slurp. There we go. Oh, yeah. Gold Chick is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Jeffrey Harden. PCGS St. Gaudens MS63 is running. Oh, man. I would say probably around $2,000, I would suspect. Probably around $2,000. Maybe a little bit less, perhaps. That's just a ballpark guesstimation there. Cyber Curtain Twitcher, definitely something strange going on there. It does seem a little bit odd, but I think Louis Silver may have explained it. That's why I love this audience, because sometimes some of you guys bring some insight that I didn't think about. Tristless Cartofel, no problem. They will print some paper that says silver on it. That's right, exactly. Crazy, crazy. Thank you, D. Schiavelli. I appreciate it. We have a scammer that's calling us right now. Let's see. Hello? Hello? Auto dialer. Probably going to drop. Numismatic Stacker says, it just goes to show, even if you're almost out of a commodity, the price drops. Silver should be sub $30 easy. I mean easy. Yes, indeed. And I'm still thinking that it will be about 29 by the end of the year, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong there. All right. There, the call finally dropped. Willie West, there isn't much silver on the planet Earth to meet the green energy goals. Yeah, if they really wanted to fully implement those, good luck finding the silver to do it. Yes, indeed. All right, Savage Lee, I want to buy more for myself before they get it all. Yep. That's why it's good to have some silver in your stack. All right, let's see what Ozzy says. This is interesting stuff, especially for Australians. Chinese ambassador addressed the Aussie National Press Club yesterday. Imagine Taiwan as Tasmania. Always was and will be a part of Australia. Taiwan no different. Is that a correct comparison? And is Tasmania trying to break away? I mean, that's a different type of government, right? I would say the different type of government. They don't have a communist government, and an oppressive one at that, in Australia. And I don't know. I think the Taiwanese, it's a very complicated treaty that we have with the Chinese, that's for sure. But I don't know how the Tasmanian people are and how their feeling is towards the mainland. Is it a state like New South Wales or Queensland? And then there's Tasmania, right? It's not its own, it's a state of Australia. And it's always been recognized as such by everybody, whereas that's not the case for Taiwan. It is admittedly a complicated situation for sure, because I think the United States officially recognizes that Taiwan is a part of China. But I think there's some caveats there. They are a semi-autonomous people. They're pretty much self-ruling. Let's see here. Anyways. Tassies are Aussie. Yes, an island state. That's right, exactly. Just as Western Australia is a state. Hawaii is a state, too. But there's no question as to whether or not it is part of the United States or not. Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, but it's not technically part of the United States, but it is a territory. And that may be a better comparison as Puerto Rico, because Puerto Ricos have governors, but they don't have representation. Yes, indeed. James Smith says, this is what happens when you have demand and supply issues. Outstanding video, Sal. Thank you, James Smith. Thank you so much. Yep. And by the way, I'll say this too about, imagine if we were to threaten to invade Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? That would be pretty dangerous, I would suspect. Probably be condemned by the whole world if we were to threaten to invade Puerto Rico. The Hobbitshire, part of Australia, that is New Zealand. Yeah, maybe New Zealand should be a part of Australia. Maybe a better comparison would be New Zealand. anyways, let's see here. Richard Metcalf says, yep, it's going to be interesting for sure to see how it plays out. I think we will see a bigger move to the upside in the fourth quarter also. Yes, I think so too. Rob P says, FOMO, better buy all the silver now before the coffers are empty. Yes. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's the I think he's joking about that. Savage Stacker, this could be the beginning of a real silver squeeze. It could. If more and more people, because demand has gone up for the physical, for sure it has. Lawrence Grott sends algorithm to this. Thank you so much, my friend. I always appreciate the algorithm comments. Yes, indeed. Cherokee Cowboy says, I always enjoy your vid, Sal. Thanks again. Well, thank you, Cherokee Cowboy. Yeah, I am honored and humbled by your viewership, and I appreciate it so much. Definitely. Very good. All right. Richard Metcalf, good. About time they went after fake bullion, too. Yes, indeed. That's right. Definitely a good thing they did. Yep, solar panels need a lot of silver. Solar panels, on average, require about 20 grams of silver per panel. Maybe a little bit less. That's just the last time that I've looked into it, but yes, indeed. Thank you, Richard. Rocky Superstar, good morning, Sal. May the silver be with you. Keep stacking. Thank you, brother. Will do indeed. Tony Rica, great video, Sal. Keep up the great work. I see silver and gold having to up big time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. Rocky Superstar says, Sal, my thoughts on why the silver inventory low. I feel that silver is being sold out the back door. So the sales are kept quiet. Silver comes out of the ground at 7-1. Gold, the ratio is 88.5 to 1.5 to 1. The whole manipulation of silver price will blow up. Yeah, but you can't really use the mining ratio compared to the price ratio as a guide, because there are two different aspects to it and how they're being utilized and how they're priced. I mean, good grief. Platinum is 15 times more rare than gold, but it is less than gold now. Nobody's complaining about that, but yes, indeed. But, all right, very good. Ooh, Mrs. Coin Crew, that sounds delicious. Pork chops and applesauce. That sounds yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Silver King says, the return of the Salivation Silver says, put this video under the Salivate Metal Round playlist. It's not there yet. All right, I might do that right now, actually. Let's see here if I can find a way to do this. Greetings, members. I'm going to get a copyright strike on my own video if I do that. I'm going to put this in the right place. It is there. Salivation Nation round. I put it under there. And what's he talking about? It's already there. I had my question to myself. All right, very good. All right, let's get over here. Billy Bob Marengo. Very interesting, Sal. Do you think there is something seasonal? Silver has physical draws, downs in the summer, and mining supplies top line in the winter. Thoughts? Well, Billy Bob, that's a good observation. It would be, but I did scroll through there, and we've not seen any drops like this at all any other year since 2016. It's the lowest in the whole graph going all the way back that they show. Coin Crew, I'm just a guy, not just any guy talking about silver. All right. There you go. Coin Crew is here. You guys check out his channel. Yes, indeed. Very, very good to see Coin Crew. And his lovely wife is here, too. Yes, indeed, they are. You guys check out Coin Crew's channel and subscribe to him as well as his lovely wife. Oh, yeah. Good guy. He's a business owner. They are business owners, him and his wife. And they're a coin shop. And they got a YouTube channel that do auctions. Good folks. Rocky, my thinking is if there's not as much silver coming out of the ground, it will get harder to get. Yeah, well, the mining ratio with silver coming out of the ground it's hard to somewhat because it's mined as a byproduct of other metals. And I think that probably with the whatchamacallit, the recession, and likely I didn't really point this out in this video because I didn't think of it, but it very well could be because a recession is starting to take root, which means that people are buying less stuff, less electronics, which means that if the LBMA has industrial silver on hand physically, there's just not enough of that going around because there's no need for it. And that very well could be the case. But, you know, you're right, Rocky. There is still, at least from the last measures we've seen, there's greater demand for the metal than the supply coming out of the ground. But we've often found that that does not necessarily perpetuate itself in the price movement, the price activity, because we've seen that for over a year, but the price is down. Now, some people equate that to suppression, because how can something that there's more demand for than not? But then I question that whole aspect of it, because if there's more demand for it in the industrial sector, you would think that would be the silver that's prioritized, and it wouldn't be so easy to get silver rounds, bars, and coins that we can all buy for $1.99 over spot right now. That's what I don't get. So I think there's something awry, something missing in this equation that's kind of hard to put together. So I kind of see what you're saying, Rocky, but I still think that, again, we really can't use that mining ratio, and we can't use the fact that it's, because it's really not that hard to get as a byproduct. It's getting tougher to get as a primary metal, but that's really not as equated for as much these days, because the all-in sustaining cost for silver as a byproduct of other metals is probably less than $10 an ounce, even with inflation where it is now. All right. All right, good to see you guys here. Appreciate Maria Chin is here. Welcome, good to see you. And we've got the JM Unleashed is here. Yes, you guys should check out JM Unleashed. Posted a really good video this afternoon on an amazing mine, the Cobalt Silver Mine in Ontario, Canada. So check that out. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Silver Shelby, GT500. He says, smash the like button. Yes, indeed. Silver King, I heard that the Joe Biden is Alan Gold's twin brother. Any truth to that? I think there might be some truth to that. I would not be surprised if that was the case. Yes, indeed. All right. The Sarge says, I'd like to see one of those. I'd like to have one of those 1,000-ounce plus bars. I bet it's heavy, too. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, sir. I actually got to try to pick one up from the table at a coin show once. I mean, I just lifted the corner of it. 72 pounds. It was massive. Pretty cool looking piece, though. Oh, yeah. And, all right. That's right, BSO. If the miners don't make money, supply will fall. That's right. For silver. The Razamanaza. And we used to smack them on the ground. In the middle would pop out cheap junk. I always liked the British pound. Yeah, I have to try that. Just get a couple of toonies and smash them on the ground and see what happens. That would be kind of interesting to see how durable they are. Have you ever done that, JM? Taking a toonie and smashing on the ground to get the middle to pop out? Dario Perez, guess I got to file a class action lawsuit for Jamie Dimon. Jamie Dimon. All right, very good. There you go. File it away. File away. And good luck trying to measure the damages, though. All right. Jeffrey Jackson says, good evening. Good evening to you, sir. All right. HVAC thought it was first. Close on this one. Doctor Who, oops, first. Almost. Thompson Resources are reopening Silver Spur Mine and buying all minerals at 150-kilometer radius. Recovering silver, more silver from previous operators looks promising. Well, that's good to know. Wow, interesting. Taking pliers and vice grips to toonies to get the sentence out. Okay, interesting. All right. Interesting. And I'm bullish on platinum, too. I think platinum has a lot of room to move upwards. I'm a fan of platinum. I got a platinum maple right here, flipping in my hand, and I hold it, and I take it out and fondle it, thinking that if I do this long enough, it will inspire Gold Maple to change his channel name for 1 week to Platinum Maple. Yes, indeed. Can you imagine if he did that? Then his color would change from green. He doesn't have a profile picture, Gold Maple doesn't. He should have a profile picture on his account too, and change his name for 1 week to Platinum Maple. I think he could do it. He just doesn't want to do it. We should somehow convince Gold Maple to do it. I think we should try to get Gold Maple to change his name. We should put peer pressure upon him. Yes, indeed. Just a very slight amount of peer pressure. All right. Ymir, we need the COMEX to be found guilty of the crap they do with the silver markets. All right. The old COMEX. We'll see what happens. Number 4 says, Rocky, thank you. Rocky, appreciate you, brother. One of the only. Yes, indeed. All right. W, the judges are just as corrupt, including our government. Yes, indeed. Well, they found them guilty. Of course, it was a juror that did that, but I digress. That's right. I'm taking out finally, hoping it'll grow. I flip it, I fondle it, just for the growth of it. Yes, indeed. Common Sense, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. That's right. If we go into recession or depression, he might be a copper maple. That's right. Exactly. Exactly. And Kim says they're not going to jail. Yes, indeed. I kind of doubt they will either. But we'll see what happens. It may be another year before we find out, but we'll see what happens. We'll probably be covering the through the appellate courts. Mark Hazley says, guilty of earning a fine, corrupt and furthering a fake market, no jail for business as usual. Yep, crazy, crazy. Wow, there you go. Coin Crew, all the platinum he buys disappears when he puts it in the safe. All right. So he's a collector of platinum. He gets it for the shop and he just holds on to it. Nice. I love how dense it is. It's almost as dense as my head, is me brain. Rocky, good afternoon. I was going to have him manipulate the stream so I can be number 1 every time on these great videos. All right, well, you're here, Rocky. We appreciate you, brother. He is the man. Rocky shares some good stuff with me. We love Rocky Superstar, by the way. He's awesome. All right. And we've got Port Magalan says, so what happens to silver on this news? It goes down, probably because of spoofing on some other manipulative action by JPM. Just to say, F you, silverbacks. With love, Jamie Diamond. Yes, could be. Very well could be. All right. Patrick Carroll. I have no idea how you have kept this content pace, Sal, but we are incredibly grateful for what you do. Well, Patrick, it's because of viewers like you that keeps me going, and I thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Yes, indeed. And it seems like there's nothing short of content to cover, so I appreciate you watching. Spectacular is here. Yes, indeed. The Spectacular, the Silver Stacular, is here in the flesh. Yes, welcome, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Always good to see you. Spectacular. Great fan of the channel. Good guy. You all know him. A very good content creator here on YouTube, so check him out. If you haven't, most everybody knows who Spectacular is. Got a very successful channel. Yes, indeed. How do regulators get paid? By settling for a fine to fund the regulator for another year. Money talks. BS walks. Yes, indeed. See how it goes through the appellate courts, but likely they will not get jail time. If they do, get very, very little. Just to say that, hey, we put them in jail. Just say that justice has been served, right? I know. All right, hey, Patrick is here. Oh, man, that's very kind of you, sir. He says, I'm on his YouTube Rushmore. That's high praise. Thank you so much. I don't feel I'm worthy, but I appreciate that, Patrick. It means a lot to me. Yes, indeed. All right. And who else is here? We got a good crowd in here tonight. I appreciate all you guys being here. NC Purdy 68, THS is still with us. Gold Chick is here. Zardoz. A lot of good folks here tonight. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. We've got the Blitzkrieg. Says, wonderful. Those filthy banksters should be fined $100 billion and diamonds should be ultimately held accountable for rigging the markets. Yep. And we can't have the biggest bank in the world go under, right? Which that would cause them too big to fail. Is that right? Is that right? Maybe it would be a good idea to see them break up a little bit or fall. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Vitsichui. That verdict brings all the boys in the yard. Right, they're guilty. Like yours. I can teach them, but I'll have to charge. There we go. That's why I say the best thing we can do, the best action we can take is to convert some of our fiat currency into silver and gold. Because it's incorruptible in and of itself. The physical ounces that you hold in your possessions cannot be corrupted in any way, shape, or form. Yes, indeed. All right, thank you. Good to see that Raza Manaza is here too. And Raza Manaza is awesome. And appreciate good seeing you back, my friend. And good Silver Heist battery died, but back. And by the way, Silver Heist had an order of his heisted by Communist China. To find out what that's all about, stay tuned and check out his teaser video where he talks about it. Yes, indeed, coming soon. Silver Heist. Stay tuned and check out Silver Heist channel too. Another great member of the community and a great content creator is Silver Heist. Oh, thank you, Speg. Missed you too, brother. Yes, indeed. And if you want to see Silver Heist, Silver Spectacular and I have done a series together on his channel called the Metals Experience. And we've done a couple of episodes. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I believe there's a playlist for that. All right, Squeeze the Cheese wants to get an Explorer with an echo effect. All right, here we go. All right, let me turn on my special effects. Let me find it in the software package here. Hold on just a second here. Here we go. Let's explore. There we go. Okay. How was that? Okay, effect off now. Very good. Let's see here. And Cyber Curtain Twitcher says, pull back the curtain. They could have exposed me twitching behind it. That's right, exactly. We can't have that. On a serious note, though, glad they found guilty. Will it deter others? I seriously doubt it. That's right. Exactly. Let's see. All right, yes, indeed. Stick around to the end because we have a very educational video game. And I don't think Spectacular has seen this yet, but it's relatively new. But yes, and so we will be going and doing a video game, and it literally is a video game. And that term was coined by JM Unleashed, so stick around. We're going to have fun here in mere moments. Yes, indeed. The filth of government and criminal bankers keeps going on and on. Yes, indeed. Sure does. William Mulheim says they never stop doing it. They're doing it right now. How do you think we have $20 silver? Inflation adjusted silver price is over $1,000 per ounce. Money for nothing, get your fraud for free, JPM. William, I'm sorry to disagree with you there, but I'm going to disagree with you here. I believe in natural market forces having a greater role, even if there is some evidence of price suppression, which I'm more open to now than ever before, thanks in part, I think, to JM Unleashed. But the thing is the inflation-adjusted price for silver is definitely not $1,000 per ounce. It's not even $50 an ounce. I do think silver is somewhat undervalued, but part of what I do on this channel is to try to balance and push back against some of the narrative and the talk that people think that silver should be this crazy moonshot price and that there's this silver shortage out there and all that kind of stuff. There is really no shortage of physical silver to be purchased. And there's also not this massive cabal of a conspiracy to keep the price of silver down that I've seen any evidence of yet. In fact, I did watch an interview with the guy that I interviewed who actually caused one of the biggest perpetrators of that movement with no response after providing insightful data about and questions about some of the analysis that he had done. Poked holes all the way through it. But anyways, all right. But I digress. But that does not mean that, anyways, but I'll just leave it at that. But thank you for your comment, William. You're certainly, you're not alone in your views. I'll tell you that for sure. I disagree with them, but hey, but thank you so much for posting, and I appreciate you so much. Mutant Rife, the Federal Reserve is guilty of being inept. Yep. Or then maybe they are doing some stuff on purpose. But anyways. Elizabeth Kahn says, I hope they get more than a slap on the wrist. Leniency sends a poor message to others who do or may plan to do the same. I agree. They do need to be get some jail time and a fine. I am the cabal. That's right, Gold Check. That's right. Let's see. Yeah, the gold to silver ratio. I think the range of the gold to silver ratio should be probably in the low 60s, high 50s, which is kind of where it was before. I do think silver is a little out of whack in the gold to silver ratio range, but I think probably it may be the beginning of a new normal. And that new normal very well may be around the 70 range instead of the high 50s range. But even if that new normal is the 70s range, we're a lot higher than that right now. But I'm still thinking it should be around the 50 range. John Bethia, looks to me like the courts may be owned by the big banks. And some people feel that way. We shall see. Who owns the big slurps, though? That's the question, John Bethia. Angel Galarza says, justice was served. Wow, that's rare. Thank God they got convicted. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Markets are closed now, Soul Patch. Well, no, they're open in China and Hong Kong now. But Bono Mark says they probably appeal that Satan shank policy. All right. Satan shank policy. All right. Eddie's Little Stack says, not optimistic that it'll change anything. A tiny crawl in the right direction, but I'm 100% sure the bankers will just see it as the ghost of doing business. Greetings, Salivator. Good to see you, Eddie's Little Stack. Been a long time. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. Let's get to the game. This is the video game we like to play. Yes, indeed. Here's how it works. It literally is a video game, but it's not the kind of video game you're thinking. And that is where you get to pick the video that will come up in the search key here by picking whatever crazy thing you can think of, a search term no more than 3 words, and not too racy, but it can be a little bit saucy if you want, but not insane, like no F-bombs or, Dingleberry or something like that, but, well, I don't know, maybe Dingleberry. And then JM Unleashed will post a link. Thank you, sir. And here's how it'll work. I'm going to pick the funniest one this time again, like we did last time. And here's how it'll work after you put 3 pluses and then the search term. Okay? And you do it after I type the word go. I'm going to do that right now. Go. And then we'll put the search term in right here and see what pops up. I'm going to pick the funniest one. We got, Jamie Foxx, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Everybody. And see here, where are we at? Okay, we're going to stop there. Stop. Everybody stop. Let's see. Which one do I want from this? You know what? Let's do, in honor of our great moderator, JM Unleashed, we're going to do plastic. Let's see. Plastic. We're going to try plastic and see what pops up here. Plastic. On our Precious Metals channel. This is a Salivate Metal channel. So one would think that there can't be any videos on plastic, right? Or talking about plastic. You would be wrong. Here we go. Boom. Yes. Very good. Good job. JM Unleashed. There's the video. 18 karat gold nugget made of plastic. I remember doing this video. You guys definitely should check this one out. It's very interesting. It just goes to show you how many different things involve metal. And an 18 karat gold nugget made of plastic. This is the real deal. Check it out. And there's actually a news article about it well too. And so JM Unleashed will post a link to that video. So here's what you do. You'll watch the video. You'll put in that you watched it from the live stream. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments. And also put in the search term plastic in there too. Yes, indeed. So there is the video. We're going to pin this message at JM Unleashed. JM Unleashed posted there. Thank you, JM. Very, very cool. Everybody loves plastic. So, yes, thank you, sir. So there it is. All right. So thank you, guys. We had a fun time tonight. I appreciate you all being here. A multitude of gratitude. And I want to leave you with this sage piece of advice. We will be back here tomorrow night. But I'm not so sure about next week. I've got some stuff going on that may be a little bit shaky with live streams after next week. But I'll talk about that more when I get more news on that. Thank you so much. Here's the Global Warmer. He's here with us. So keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care.